That's in the 6s.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's going on, Team Lethal fans? Mustang King in the house with my man Joe, and today we're going to be installing the all-new JB4 tuning module on our friend's 21 First Edition Bronco. Now, this device works on all 21 and up Bronco 2.7 and 2.3 liter Broncos. So Joe, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Jared, this is probably the easiest device that you could probably throw on any Bronco, any car really. But to begin with, you're going to go ahead and have these two harnesses here that are going to plug into your map sensor as well as your T-map sensor. It also comes with the optional connection kit here if you want to hook it up to your smartphone. And it comes with an OBD2 cable here, so that plugs into the vehicle so that the tuner knows that it's getting a proper tune on the vehicle and it can ensure the most performance out of the car.
Awesome. So, I guess let's go and install this thing.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, well, the first step to installing the JB4 Tune device is going to be removing the negative battery terminal using a 10mm socket. And honestly, Chicken could definitely use some MRT hood struts because it's still got this ugly hood prop in the way, which is ruining my shop. But let's go ahead and do this. Negative battery terminal, we're going to disconnect. All right, there we go.
So the next thing here, we're going to move straight onto the JB4. The first thing, since we did option for it, is going to be to hook up the smartphone Bluetooth connection cable here. The first thing that you're going to want to do is take the JB4 apart. Now, we found that a 2.5mm Allen key here is the best way to do it. That fits perfectly in the heads there. So we're going to go ahead and unscrew each one of these here.
Take them out. There's number 4 coming out here. They don't get these in super tight.
So that they can do this here. And bam! Here we go, we've got the internals now of the JB4. Now it's easy enough here. It even comes supplied with 2 new screws to go along with it, but here's your device connection. You want to take this little plug out here that's on the very end of the JB4 here. Go ahead and slide the new plug in. Kind of got to jostle it around there to get it to fit. Bam, you're in. All right, so now that you've got your 2 little screws out of the box here, you can go ahead and take them and just ever so slightly screw them into your new plug here. Takes a little bit of finesse. It's a small hole, big screw, you know. I don't know anything about that, but you know. Go ahead, take that, screw that down. Got a little Phillips head screwdriver here. You don't want to over tighten them. Make sure you don't strip anything. And then, easy enough, there's no more new gaskets or anything. Just make sure everything's within the holes there so you don't pinch any wires. Go ahead and place this back down. Install the Allen keys, or the Allen bolts, that is. Easy enough. Take your Allen key. Go ahead and give these puppies a good turn. Now, I wouldn't tighten them all the way first. Just go ahead and make sure they're snug, so that you can get a nice even tighten here. You don't want to twist or tweak anything, strip any threads, kind of like you're doing a wheel on a car. Make sure they're all nice and evenly snug here. And then, I mean, there's really no, you're not going to hurt this thing, but just for mechanic's sake, just want to go ahead and do it like a nice cross here. Make sure that the gasket's fully depressed so that there's no water or anything getting into it. I don't think you're going to have any issues anyways, but just to make sure. Do one more cross tight here. Bam. Bam.
A quarter ugg-a-dug.
Yeah, quarter ugg.
There you go.
Just an ugg, not a dug. Bam. Now we're ready to go inside the vehicle with it.
So this is the OBD2 connection wire for the JB4 unit. This is actually the only wire that needs to be run into the vehicle, obviously because we're plugging this into the OBD2 port. So there's a grommet here on the firewall, right over here, which we're going to remove. And that's where we're going to be running the wire through. We're going to actually puncture a small hole in the grommet in the center of it to be able to run this wire in. So right now I'm going to go into the vehicle, run the wire through. We're going to puncture the hole through the grommet and then reinstall the grommet back there with the wire coming through. So I'm going to go under the dash here on the left side of the vehicle where that hole is through the firewall, and I'm going to feed this wire through. Then we'll show you how to puncture the grommet and then run the wire through it. There you go.
All right, so now that we've got the OBD2 wire ran through, we've got the grommet that we just popped out. What we're gonna do is gonna take a little X-Acto knife here, or just any sharp blade, and slice a little hole in it here, just to make sure that we can run that wire through there and make sure that no water gets into the cabin. Now it is some pretty stubborn rubber here, but it's not that hard once you get a little hole punctured in it. There you go, there you have it. You got a little hole there so that your wire could run through and seal back up so that it doesn't leak afterwards.
So we've got the grommet. We're going to be running the wire that goes to the OBD2 connector through the grommet, and then we'll hook that grommet back up into the firewall. I'm going to push it through. There we go, just like that. Put some of the wire through. Grommet back in its place. Gotta thank my man Chicken for letting us use his first edition. This truck is completely stock, and here we are, modifying it.
Yes, sir. All right, so now we can move over to installing the harnesses here into the engine bay before we go to mounting the actual JB4 itself. Just wanna make sure that we got enough wire for everything. We are planning on running it to the fuse box, or on top of the fuse box there, and then using a little bit of double-sided sticky tape to install it. It's a heavier duty sticky tape, not the stuff you'd get at Walmart. So just go ahead and start running your wires now. It's easy enough to disassemble these. You just go ahead and pop that clip back there, and then push down, pull off, bam, that's the T-map there off. And you're gonna fight me. You go ahead and install your new JB4 harness right onto it, push the tab in, it's locked in, and you wanna take now the male end to the female end of the JB4, plug that in, plug it in the right way, click it down, you're locked in there, that's done. Let's go ahead and move over now to the map sensor here, same thing. Pull the tab back, then push it down, pull out. You've got that. You could, doesn't matter, I guess, the order which you hook it in, either male in first or female in, but we'll go ahead and do male of the JB4 into the map harness, and then now the loose male end of the vehicle into the female of the JB4 harness. All right, that's in, click, 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 you're in. They do have these super nice coatings on here, so you really don't have to worry about heat or anything getting to them, although you do want to strap them up somewhere just to make sure that they're out of the way of fans or anything that could possibly get to them here in the engine bay. But they are still super, super durable. Just want to make sure they're tied up and out of the way. All right, so we're going to run a couple zippies here. We'll do one, try to make all the wires, try to make it as clean and concise as possible here. We'll get two going here on the charge. We'll get both the wires here at the charge piping. Appears to be out of the way of everything. The fan is down here a little bit, but once we get these tight, these wires shouldn't move around, shouldn't get anywhere near that, so that's always a good thing. And then, obviously to be neat, we'll take our X-Acto knife that we popped the hole with, give it a nice slice right at the edge there. Can't cut yourself on it, that's nice. Let me get this one too. You actually get a little tighter. Bam. All right, there we go. And then now we can go ahead and mount the JB4 device.
We're going to use some double-sided tape. We're going to run about 3 or 4 strips of it down here along the actual back of the box, and then we'll push it down onto the fuse box, securing it there.
Oh yeah.
Nice. There we go. So we got the box there. Now we're going to put another piece of tape on the Bluetooth adapter and secure it to the top of the fuse box cover. We're going to plug the cord in, going to the OBD2 connector, onto the OBD2 connector that comes out of the box. There we go, just like that. And now what I'll do is I'm going to pull the slack from the cord inside the vehicle, strap it up nice and clean so it's not hanging down anywhere, and we'll do the same thing in here and secure it inside the engine bay.
Yeah, it should be good.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, now we've got all the wiring done, all the connections made. We're going to reattach the negative battery. There we go. All right, so that's done. Now we're going to show you how to use their app, which is downloadable on the iPhone as well as Android devices. Show you how to do all the different mapping and go from there. Everything's out of the way. Good to go. Nice. All right, so the next step is downloading the JB4 app from the App Store on my iPhone. Just searched up JB4. And there you go. $27.99. That's to have full accessibility to all the mapping as well as the features from the app itself. So,
got the app installed now. We can go ahead and hit it. If I can do it with my thumb. Bam, this is the screen it's going to bring you to. Now you do have to create an account with N54 JB4 Burger Tuning. Once you create your account, it's straightforward. You just go into your settings here and go ahead. This is logged in obviously under the Lethal account here, but you can go ahead and create your own account. It'll bring you through the process. It's as simple as it gets. Now, let's go to the gauges here. This is how it's going to look once you're signed in. Once you get everything hooked up here, you go ahead and hit connect. It'll look for the device, validating pin, go through its little thing, and bam, you're connected. Now, if it's your first initial connection, it will bring you through a little bit of a prompt to connect it to your account, but once you're connected to your account, you're all good to go, and your screen will look just like this. Now, here are your gauges here. It shows, of course, your map to start. It comes preloaded with map 1. Once you have that installed, or your JB4 installed, it'll be automatically set to map 1 and you'll be ready to rip. Now that we're on the phone though, we can also log, do a data log, and send that off to JB4. They can do a custom tune and load that up to one of the maps so that you can have a nice custom tune for your Bronco, or we can just go ahead and go ripping around and see what we can get. Also, you can change maps, go into that first gauge there, double tap on it, and it'll bring up all the maps that come preloaded with it. We're now set on the map 1 tune, which is 91 octane, at least recommended for 91 octane. They also have map 2 for 93 octane, map 3 for 93 or E30, meaning ethanol blend. Map 4, which is also a mainly E30 or more ethanol blend in your fuel. Map 5, E30 or more ethanol blend. Obviously, they're going to change a little bit of timing and a little bit of boost around with that map 4, map 5. And map 6 is going to be user defined, meaning that that is going to be your custom tune if you wanted to get one from JB4. They also have map 0 up here, which would totally disable the JB4 and bring you back to that stock tune. But why would you ever want to do that, right, Jared?
well, we can go do some baselines with the truck completely stock and then show what it does on all different maps.
Yeah, we can.
How's that sound?
Yep, yep.
All right, so let's put it at map 0.
All right.
Saving the map.
Bam.
And that's basically stock now. The device is disabled, so we're going to go get some 0-60 times with the Draggy device, and then we're going to put the different maps on and see what it does.
Let's go.
Let's go have some fun.
Woo!
0 to 60, completely stock.
Yeah. 729. 729 0 to 60.
Not bad.
Tap on the maps. Go ahead and go to map 1. Saving map. It is now on that map.
Sweet. Map 1. Let's do it.
Yeah, there you go. That is 716. So
Nice. All right, so a
drop
little improvement.
0.1 of a second.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so now we went ahead and swapped it out to map number 2. This is going to increase all the parameters just a little bit more, give us a little bit more power, and ultimately at the end of the day, it's meant for a higher octane fuel, but should give us a little bit of a faster result, a little bit more power. Let's see what it does.
So what's pretty cool is getting these drag results, but a lot of that comes down to how you launch the Bronco each time. I mean, obviously these trucks are not made for drag racing and stuff, but it's just to show the performance of the different mapping that the JB4 provides. Now, the ultimate test on what type of power and performance that it gets is going to be on the dyno. So eventually we're going to get this Bronco over to Palm Beach Dyno. We're going to do a baseline on it and then run through all of the maps to show you guys what it makes on each different map. See, let's do this.
Yep, cool. Oh, that is amazing. Oh yeah, that's
Felt
in the
good.
6s.
Yeah?
Yep, 699.
Nice! Look at that.
That's
Wow.
big.
Starting from what, 7?
Yeah, like 720.
720 something?
High 7s.
Nice.
7.3 to 6.9.
Awesome.
Here to map number 3. We're gonna go ahead and give it a run here. See what she can do. Map 3. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Felt good.
Yep.
Oh yeah. 697.
Nice. There you have it.
Yeah.
In the 6s, man. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, for a big old truck on 35s.
A little old V6
Yeah.
EcoBoost, not bad.
Yeah. Totally untraceable. You can pull it right back off. dealer will never know that it was on the vehicle.
Yep.
No voiding on the factory warranty.
And you can definitely notice the pickup, the acceleration. Throttle is still really smooth. You have a lot quicker throttle response on it. You could feel it once you lay into it. So whether, again, you're off-roading or even just driving on the highway, you need to get on the on-ramp and you need to pass someone, it's going to be a lot quicker and easier to pass someone, a lot less sluggish, and the truck drives just like stock. Pulling up to a light, idle's perfect. Pulling away, it's got more, again, quicker throttle response to it, and there's that overall power, horsepower, and torque increase that it provides. Good job, JB4. All available here, leadperformance.com. Woo! And there you have it, guys. 0 to 60 draggy time testing with the JB4 tuning device on my friend's first edition Bronco. Some awesome results only using up to map 3. Now it's time to head over to Palm Beach Dyno. We're going to run it baseline and then through all 5 maps and see how it does. If you guys have any questions regarding the JB4 tuning module for your 2020 and up Bronco 2.3 and 2.7 liter, feel free to reach out to us at 561-753-8105. Mustang King, and I'm out. Show you guys the different performance games between maps. Yeah, anyways.